There we are. We're live, man. We are live. I'm going to test, make sure that the microphone is working. We are. What's up? Mike's going to jump on over there on the other side behind the camera because I'm going to do some cool stuff today. Can't get my monitor to work here to see what everybody's saying or if anybody has any questions. You hear the dinging in the background. That's just Mike. Mike, you want to come over and say hi? We're going to do live HelloFresh recipe today.
I'm not getting you broadcasting.
You're not seeing it? Let's see. Refresh it.
No,
go to my page. Go to my profile.
Oh, okay. Just did.
Then refresh it. And are we there? Did you have it now?
I'll get there.
Yeah, you just go to mine. That's what I'm trying to do here, man, but I can't get this thing to load. So we're going to do HelloFresh today. There's a lot of people that sent me some requests on the live video I did 2 days ago or a day ago. That dinging is going to go off the entire time. That dude gets more notifications on his phone than anybody I know.
I'll turn it on.
No, you're fine. Leave it up. Not a big deal. I just like calling him out. That's when we bust each other's nuts. So we're waiting for Mike to go ahead and get in on his phone to view this so I can get the questions you guys are asking about what I'm going to do today with HelloFresh. I do hope that I am live. Am I live?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm live. I got 3 people in right now. If you guys can give me some thumbs up, some hearts when Mike takes this. You got it now, Mike? All right, so here's how HelloFresh comes. It comes in a big box like this size. This is the size of the box I got today. This has got 3 recipes that are going to be done sometime next week. I'm in Colorado and Denver, so I don't know how I'm going to cook them. But in that box comes 3 little bags like this, and inside these bags is everything you need to have for one of these things. So today we're going to be cooking honey-glazed pork tenderloin with sweet potatoes and green beans. We may throw some extra stuff in there. Are we good?
We're good.
We're good. Mike's got it over there.
Greg Becker says what's up.
Oh, I can see a little bit coming through on my phone over here. So, this is how it comes. You know, a lot of you guys were asking questions between Blue Apron and HelloFresh. I still have another Blue Apron meal that I'm going to make. I'll probably do a live video on that maybe next week. I don't know if that food will last that long. Maybe tomorrow if we get some chance, get some time. But today's going to be HelloFresh. We're going to be making honey-glazed pork tenderloin. I got a lot of the prep out of the way. I got the oven started. I tried to make it so it'd be really, really simple. Also, they ask for every single meat that they do that you pat it dry, keep it dry. So this is the pork tenderloin that's going to be going. My passive-aggressive friend who is loves being in the kitchen is just sitting right off camera. You saw him earlier. He will be judging every single move I make in this kitchen, and I don't blame him because I'd be doing the same thing to him. And I'm going to let him get away with it because he brought, what are these called?
Herb shears.
Herb shears, because we're going to have to cut up. So here's how it works. Inside for the recipe, you're going to get everything you need. There's a bag of green beans. There's the thyme. Even these little tiny packets for everything you need in the recipe. Chicken, what is this? Chicken something. Like, what do they call it?
Demi-glace?
Demi-glace, something? Yeah, here's some honey. This is something that, I've heard this online and I've seen this online before where people have complained about some of the stuff they get. So I needed 2 sweet potatoes. This is what they sent me. I already cut the tops off and washed them. But this is the 2 sweet potatoes that they sent me.
Oh, there's a whole bad lag.
Yeah, it's like a 20. You might have to turn the volume down so you don't get an echo back through here.
Just the picture.
Yeah, but turn your volume down if you would. So this one's going to be Mike's and this one will be mine. So we're going to just go through the recipe. I'm going to show you how easy it is. I've already got the oven pre-temped up to 425, I think. And I'm going to be following these simple things on the back of the recipe card. So thanks again. If you guys have any questions, anything's going on, just ask. If I get out of my mind here. This is kind of cool too. You need parchment paper for this recipe, and HelloFresh sends basically one. I assume this just isn't an advertisement. I assume there is a piece of parchment paper in here folded up. But yeah, I didn't have parchment paper, and I got worried for a second, but they sent this. So how about we just look right now? This could be like,
yeah, we might want to run
yeah,
the
just
store
see if this
before
could
we
be
get
my,
too involved.
get Instacart on the phone, on the app. We'll see if Instacart can hook it up. But before we get started cooking this stuff up, let's take it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's cool. They sent 2 of them. So I got some parchment paper for the next time we need it.
Right.
Yeah, because I've never used parchment paper before, so I don't know the next one. So what I do basically is here's my sinks, open kitchen. I take the bag that all the stuff comes in, I set it inside my sink, and that's where I usually throw all my trash. So I don't have to go back and forth to the trash can on the other side of the counter here. So let's get started. What do you say? So you got to cut the sweet potatoes up. They said to peel them. I'm not going to peel them. I'm just going to cut them up. Let me get the parchment paper set first. If I have to call my sous chef Mike in here, we're in trouble. I'm going to have to have Mike cook all this. So setting the parchment paper here. Now let's go ahead and cut up the sweet potatoes. Maybe I got a career in this, Mike. I mean, you're more the chef than I am. What if you did all the cooking and I did all the talking? Like we had our own cooking show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I don't know how you'd be able to see the comments coming in and cook the food at the same time. That'd be kind of a difficult thing. But it wants me to cut these into 1/2 inch cubes. Really simple recipe to follow on the back there. We're gonna cut these into what'd I say?
1/2 inch.
Yeah, that's why I suck sometimes, because I forget. And then I'm like, I just figured it out on my own. Oh, it's written right in front of me. I could just look again. Oh, that's too easy. Let's not do that, right? So, amazing amount of sweet potatoes we're gonna have from the 1 1/4 sweet potatoes that they sent. Isn't that already a 1/2 inch size? Do I even need to cut that?
Maybe in half.
Just cut it in half, make it. So yeah, that's awesome. Maybe we should just go ahead and bake that one. Put a little cinnamon butter on it. You picked up some cinnamon butter somewhere. We went on our adventure, so that's still up in the.
I believe that was in Weston,
Kansas, Weston, Missouri. Yeah. So, thanks everybody joining. Hey, my buddy Mike is watching all the comments. So if you guys have any questions, or if you just want to talk about how sexy it is to watch a grown-ass man in the kitchen cooking, I appreciate that. Men and women. Hey, I don't discriminate. It's 2018. I appreciate it from anybody I can get it from nowadays. Anybody wants to say that I'm doing something sexy, whew. Man, that's like jumping into a nice swimming pool feeling it. What's up, buddy?
John Sherrill wants to know when they should show up for dinner.
Well, for one part, I don't think there's any direct flights from Seattle, Washington to Kansas City this late in the evening. So, John, anytime you want. We'll see you here in a little bit. I don't think he's going to make it. So we got it all cut up. I'm supposed to drizzle this with a little oil. So what I'm going to do is just, I love these. I keep all the containers in like carry out. These are awesome. So if you get containers for like carry out for like egg drop soup, or if you get hummus, or if you get like cream cheese from Panera, this is the best type. So these are cream cheese containers from Panera. Just you reusing them. This is really. It's like, what's the Naked Chef Jamie Oliver that talks to his wife just off camera? You ever seen him on? He's the blonde-haired guy who started making schools cook better for their kids. Anyway, he was so nervous with doing a cooking show that his wife was just off camera. So instead of him talking to the camera like this, he would talk to his wife over there. So maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not nervous, but I feel like I'm ignoring you. You're obviously sitting right in front of me, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to take these sweet potatoes, because it's asking me to go ahead and toss or drizzle some olive oil on them. You got something going on?
John says Mike DeLay can have him picked up on the jet if you ask.
But that Mike has to go there first. It's a good... John, I appreciate, the enthusiasm, but bro, and I'm telling you what, it's a big night here at the, we got to get a name for this place. So I just put some olive oil in here. I'm going to drizzle it around a little bit, put a little salt and pepper like they're asking for these sweet potatoes. We got to get a name for this spot, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, if you check on my Facebook feed, I just released the fact that my buddy Mike Patrick's going to start doing dinner parties here. He didn't know that he agreed to it so quick, but little pepper. If you look at my Facebook feed, there's an opportunity for you to, John, if you want to, even though you're in Seattle, Washington, Red Sox fan, so I can't bust him up too much. This is good. Look at that. It's perfect. You can join up the group to get an invite to come to one of Mike's dinner parties here. We gotta get a name for this, for this place. That one's kind of big. Let's cut that one in half. We gotta get a name for this place. You know what I mean? And we're old men now, so we can't call it like, Shag and Wagon, that kind of place. That's something like dumb.
Sugar Shack.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take these sweet potatoes and it's saying to put them in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm gonna set it for 20 minutes. Because in the recipes, if you look ahead, it says that you have to add the green beans to it. So meanwhile, while I'm going to set that for 20 minutes, I'm going to turn the burner on high, get that thing ready, the pan for the pork loin. We still got people watching there, but give up. Oh, we got a good, nice little crew in there. What you got?
John says gourmet hour with Joey.
Yeah.
And Kim Schimmel said, great idea, Joey and Mike.
Perfect. So, and by the way, I'm not making any money from HelloFresh. I'm an attention whore. I don't think you guys understand that. I like telling people what's up in my life and things that I really enjoy. And I really enjoy these HelloFresh meals. So I thought, Facebook Live, I like to cook. You like to cook. Why not? We're just two grown dudes in a nice flat in downtown Kansas City. So let's just move on from that, right? So now we're going to sear and prep the pork. So searing and prepping the pork, it's not going to actually cook fully in the pan. Well, it will, but not in this pan. It's going to go in the oven a little bit later. Put a little olive oil in there, get that heated up. I want to get that really, really hot. Look at me giving tips now. Yeah, I'm supposed to be showing how HelloFresh works, and now I'm coming across as some kind of like expert. I'm coming across like Bobby Flay.
That's the secret. The pan has to be screaming hot, as Gordon says.
There he goes. Mike's off camera. If you can't hear him, there's a reason why we call him Silent Mike. You should just sit right here behind the camera. That way they can hear you. But be careful because they might even hear you like breathing. It sounds like somebody snoring just off camera. So we're going to heat up a little bit. Meanwhile, if you don't have one of these things, what would you call this, Mike?
It's a garlic press.
Is that what it is?
It is.
It's a hand garlic press. What we're going to do is we're going to get out some garlic. We're going to mince some garlic here. So I got this in North Carolina. I went to a cooking class with Megan, and this is, you got somebody? What's up?
Yeah, Kim suggested two dudes living live.
Two dudes living live. You know what? We can make this more interesting and do this shirtless going forward. Just, with our amazing summer bodies.
As soon as we decide how small we want our actual demographic watching us to be.
So this is really simple. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to go ahead and check this out. So, watch this, Mike. You're going to, in about 20 seconds, you're going to see something really awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and smash this down. This is how this works. Right? How cool is that? And then we'll just do another one. And what this is going to do, it keeps it from having to chop up the garlic.
Chopping garlic with a knife is a pain in the butt.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic right
I
now.
am not.
Okay.
I am not. I'm very serious.
I constantly think that Mike is, he says Casey Iron Chef. That's awesome. Thanks, Greg. Let's go back out here. So this is the garlic. We're going to set this to the side. We got 2 cloves of garlic here. What's really neat about this thing too is if you want to get one of those garlic presses, where'd my thing go? Oh, you got to get one of these too. So what you do is you take the garlic with the wrapper still on it, like the pre-wrap, put it in there, and then you roll it against the counter. It actually pulls all the wrapping off that garlic, and it gives you what we just crushed here. So that's something definitely you got to get with this.
Sarah Rowe likes to eat local fowl.
Local what?
They eat local fowl.
What's that? Oh, yeah? You like the Kansas City one? And then representing my lady's home state of, and this is how they pronounce it, Maryland. We call it Maryland out here, but you can be from Baltimore, Maryland.
John Sherrill suggested Pando Chef.
Pando. Of course, John Sherrill sells auto-alert Pando, so of course he would. That's a great idea, John. That would confuse the hell out of the 99% of other people that don't work in the car business. Well, I don't know now. I got a lot of dealers out here. Baseball, what do you mean?
We were talking about the Panda or the guy.
Oh, you were talking, yeah.
Sandoval,
John knows who he is. Pablo Sandoval. Pablo Sandoval is, what happened? Did you lose us?
I just lost the video for a second.
Oh man, my producer is getting crazy back there. So we're gonna go and sear the pork loin. I've got it washed and I towel dried it. I never towel dried really any meat before, but it's really actually made things really cool. So hopefully
keeps the splatter down when you put it in.
What did?
Keeps the splatter down. The moisture's not even.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't explode. So like I said, I take the HelloFresh bag. I put all the trash in there. So this is going to go ahead and sear. I forgot to put salt and pepper on it, so let's do that now. This is, I love this pepper grinder, man. So we're going to let that sear a bit. We're going to move on to the next step, which the next step is going to be, what's up?
No, I lost the video feed for some reason.
Oh, you did? Maybe it's the towel dried meats. Joey Pentozzi just comes in. Yeah. Sorry guys, if I'm 20 seconds. You might just refresh your thing. Sometimes the Google We have Google Fiber here, and we saw like 350 megabytes per second. We're gonna move on to, so here's how the green beans come. So everything in HelloFresh comes in its, you know, a little, its own container. We're gonna wash off the green beans just a little bit. I mean, the food that we've eaten in our lives. I mean, like we just ate dirty Chinese earlier today, right? We just ate like Chinese food from North Kansas City on a buffet. We stopped in. We didn't gorge out this time. I'm really, really enjoying this weight loss. But we did eat the hell out of some ice cream, didn't we? You get it back?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so, and all my friends out in Denver, Colorado, I'll be seeing you next week. Going to get in Monday, leaving on Thursday evening. You want to grab dinner or something? If you run a dealership, we're in a dealership. You only stop by, say what's up, and talk to you. I will. Here, let's get this sear. Ooh, what's the difference between burnt and blackened?
Region of the country.
Region of the country. So there's the green beans. Let's. We're going to wait on that pork just a little bit. Right now it says strip thyme leaves from the stem. Maybe I don't need this. It just says strip them from the stems. So here's how the
thyme.
I don't have time to mess with this thyme, dude.
I understand.
So is that how this works?
Otherwise, strip the
Oh, there we go. It still works this way. We're good. I told you this guy's gonna be. He's helping me out, man. You know, and here's what's so crazy about this with Mike, because I'm gonna bust his nuts about this. Is I would do the exact same thing to him, but probably times 10. Wow, this smells really good. I don't know if you guys can smell that. That smells really good. Let's get down in there again. Let's just show the HelloFresh meal. Yeah, this is. Can you smell that from where you're at?
No.
Dude, take a whiff of that. Here.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't that smell amazing?
That's fresh thyme. That's still got all that freshness, moisture to it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, it's asking me now to take, and we're going to do it some time here a little bit more, but it's asking me once the pork is brown to transfer it to a baking sheet. I don't have that, so I'm going to throw it in a pan, and then I'm going to put it in the oven for 8 to 12 minutes. I'm going to go in there with the sweet potatoes, and one of my problems I have that you're going to have to remind me. Oh, God. Oh, Mike, help me out here, brother. The alarms are going off, man. The smoke alarms. Here, let me get this going. Probably the greatest thing that could have happened. Get a pillow. Start doing this in here. Ah, this is awesome. So as the smoke alarms are going off, if they go off for too long, Mike, then it sets the whole entire place off.
Yeah.
But no, get right up on it. We have an emergency situation. I'm going to keep cooking, man. I'm going to keep cooking the pork one. These things go off so easy here. Jessica, who runs the office here at RM West Apartments, you and Shelby, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. There you go. Good job, Mike. You're the best firefighter I know. Let's go ahead and leave that door open. Yeah. This goes off almost every time I cook something that we're searing.
You get a small fan to like sit right here.
Yeah.
And blow it out the door.
You know I'm your big fan if you're looking for a small fan.
I understand.
All right. So, how we doing? Anybody else have any questions? Anybody want to pipe in? Anybody want to amuse us? Nobody's piped in for a while. It's all good. So I'm gonna finish pulling this thyme. I'm not gonna use all of it. You don't usually have to use, or they give you a little bit extra when it comes to the herbs and spices. Still doing decent. Still got some people watching live, which is really nice. So the herbs and spices are nice because they give you a little bit extra. Right now, what are we waiting for? We're gonna let the pork go for a while. Oh, in the pan, we're gonna add the garlic and the thyme. We're gonna cook it in. I need a little bit of oh, that thing is cooking. That's what it is. So, a little olive oil, a little drizzle, right? And then we're gonna go ahead and cook some. Everybody that thought I was getting ready to lay the pan on these plastic cutting mats, you almost got what you thought was gonna happen. It was so close. It's just, all right. Greg Becker, do you keep? Yeah, I do. So let me show you that, Greg. The reason he just asked if I, it's like popcorn. I think the pan's a little hot.
That's the moisture from the thyme interacting with the oil.
Coming in hot. Greg said, do I keep all my cards of all the recipes? And the answer is yes. I've got every single recipe that I've ever done from HelloFresh, also the Blue Apron one, because these can be just used as a regular recipe. So Mike, who likes to cook and has more time on his hands, and he can go to the store, or he can use Instacart and get these ingredients. He can make these for the dinner parties or anything that he wants. Like, you know, here's chimichurri chicken, also carbonara style penne. So Greg, I hope that answers your question. Yes. And that was his question. Are you watching?
I lost the video.
Lost it. So I just keep them separate from the other recipe cards. And if anybody, I tell you what, I got like 3 more free boxes of HelloFresh. So if anybody wants to try it for a week, I think you get 3 meals, 3 recipes, and 3
meals per
It's so
recipe.
smoky in here.
2 meals per recipe.
2 meals per recipe. I got those if you want them for free. You can check them out. So that's gonna cook a little bit. Oh, it's already cooked. It wasn't even on the stove. It's gonna give me a nice little flirt. Let's put a little
That's
bit of
hot
oil.
paint.
Yeah, let's put a little oil in there. Let me read a little bit. We're gonna make a glaze. So add the garlic and the thyme, and then we're gonna stir in a 1/4 cup of water and the honey, which is here, and then the stock concentrate. So let's do that. Let's move this up a little bit. I need to try it out. Sarah, I'll send you a free box. Here's the deal. If you don't like it or if you just want to try it, you have to put your credit card number in. You have to put in your address. Get the box. If you don't like it, then just cancel it. I did the same thing with Blue Apron. Also, what I like about HelloFresh, and I think the other ones do this too, is you can actually get, I use Facebook Messenger all the time, Mike. That's how anybody gets a hold of me. You can actually get an alert from Facebook Messenger from HelloFresh that lets you know, hey, go online and check out. You get back on?
I got the video. I don't have anybody watching.
Oh, that's fine. This is, they'll say, hey, you need to pick your recipes for this week. And so, and that's the point where I can either decide to pause it, so I can not get something for a week, which is really awesome. I can pause it, or I can go ahead and pick my recipe. What's up?
John Cheryl, this segment brought to you by Service Lane Management.
Yeah. Service lead management. Did he do that wrong?
It says Lane.
Oh, Cheryl.
It says Lane.
Cheryl. Oh. John Cheryl. Service lead management from Auto Alert, part of our customer experience management platform. Data mining, predictive analytics. Mike's like, all right, whatever, dude. Just don't burn the gloss. All right? So we're about halfway. What I need to do real quick is I'm going to pull the... Woo! Look at that, my glasses. Can you see? I'm going to pull the sweet potatoes out. We're at 720. I'm going to move the sweet potatoes, toss them around a little bit like it says in the instructions. And then I'm going to put the green beans that we washed. Oh wow, parchment paper is badass. It just slides around.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to take that. We're going to dry these off just a little bit. Add the green beans to the parchment paper, and we're going to put it back in the oven for
6 minutes.
yeah, something like
640.
Is that what it is? Is that 640? So add a minute. Let's do this. Adding a minute back in. Looking at the recipe here.
Mark Olson
Get
says
this.
looking good, bud.
Hey, thanks, man. Oh, who's that? Mark Olson?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? I feel bad that it's like a 20-second delay between what I see. Am I doing this right? Scrape up the brown bits from the bottom of the pan. We're going to simmer this thing for 3 or 4 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes, not 3 or 4. And then, let's put that back on there. And I'm going to add some butter to it, Mike. Excuse me. Let's stir that up. I think I may have burned the garlic a little bit. But hey, it wouldn't be a dinner at my place unless somebody's burning something. So let's get this on a lower heat. What do I need to add to this? Oh, butter. I don't know about you guys. I keep my butter in the fridge. I use real butter. I love real butter. Right? What is
As
it?
opposed to country crock.
Yeah, I don't like
freezer.
How much weight have you lost? I'm so as of what's today? 31st.
Yes.
I gotta go check myself, but as of the beginning of the year to now, it's 53 pounds. It's pretty nice. It's really nice. So thanks for asking, Mark. Thanks for noticing. It's 53 pounds. Hope to get off another 70. Let's go. Like you were concerned.
Nope, we're right on track. And in case anybody's wondering, yes, That was an exact measurement of butter.
Did you like that? That's the difference between Mike and I. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, I'd have measured.
You get measured in.
I'd have got the tablespoon.
You've been. I'm surprised. I use these. I never use these things, but I thought, you know, in front of the camera, I should do something like that. So we've got the pork in the oven. We got the sweet potatoes diced in the oven. We've got the green beans in the oven. We got the what would you call this?
Demi-glace, isn't it?
No, the whole thing. You put it together. It's got honey,
Oh.
chicken stock, Honey-Glazed, basically all they're calling it. So that's going to cook for a little bit. And we're going to go, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch out my mats. So if you don't have these are awesome. So these are cutting sheets that I use. They're really easy. You cut things up, you can dump them. Also, you can use a bunch at a time, just stack them up on top of each other. So if you're doing chicken or pork and you're cutting it, that's kind of, it's already, you don't want to use it for any vegetables.
Switch one for the vegetables.
Get rid of it. Plus, you don't have to flip things over. So these are really awesome. You can get these anywhere. What am I waiting for? Oh, we're waiting for the pork, waiting for the green beans. This stuff is going. It says put a little salt and pepper in here as well. So we're reducing it down just a bit, right? It's all about reduction. We're gonna let that cook for a while. I'm digging it. Mike's seen me do these before. This one's going a lot smoother. I think I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with these. And we're doing it live, which is, maybe that's just what it is. Maybe I got to turn on the, can't sweat under pressure. We are here making the glaze. Drizzle of oil, garlic and thyme, cook until fragrant, about 30 seconds. I think I cooked it for 3 minutes. Burnt the garlic, but we're gonna see how the end result looks. While we're doing this, Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and get the plates ready. So Mike usually doesn't eat these with me. What I do with these is this recipe today is going to make 2. So I use 1 to eat tonight, and the other one I put into storage and put it in the fridge, and I drop everything on the floor. I don't need to wash those. They weren't down there for 5 seconds.
We just had to clean the lady in it, so
It's clean.
clean.
Alright, that smells good, dude. You should come over and smell this. Don't mind the burnt garlic in there. So we're gonna plate here in a second. We're gonna wait for the pork to get done. The pork says it needs to rest for 2 or 3 minutes once we.
Meg finally joined.
Meg Gardner. Thanks.
What are we on top of it?
Merlin and Izzy. Yeah. Anybody know any jokes? So right now we're just gonna chill for a little bit. Let me tell you what I got for next week. So next week, then I won't be here. So maybe Mike will make these. We got barbecue pork meatballs with creamy cabbage slaw and sweet potato wedges. Mike his ears popped up. Mushroom gravy chicken with couscous and lemony arugula. You like that one? If you make these, will you save one for me? Put it in one of the containers, now eat the whole thing. And then I got crushed peppercorn steak with creamed kale and potato wedges. And then of course, I still have a blue apron, which is chicken paillard with olive raisin sauce. Good stuff. So we're getting close. We got about 2.5 minutes left on the pork and the green beans and the. Do I leave those in there? Divide the green beans and sweet potato. Oh, it's starting to tell me what the plate here. It says if this gets too stiff, you're supposed to put water in it. It's not looking stiff at all. It's looking really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Should I go ahead and kill it? I think so. Because it stays hot for a while. You guys, I hope you guys have. What the hell are we doing here? I logged in for social steak with Joey Little. That's fine.
Yeah,
What's happening?
That's going to continue to reduce down a little bit. Maybe.
What's that?
That's going to continue to reduce down a little bit.
Hey, this is how we have fun in 2018. We're over 40 years old and waiting for the KU game to start. Plus, I got a lot of requests from people asking about how the HelloFresh meals went, how easy were they to make, how much did it make, or how much was there, what was the portion size, etc. So I just said, hey, listen, I'm going to make a video. Let's just do a live video. This will sit online for a while, and then I'll throw it up on YouTube. So if anybody wants to see it, see a grown-ass 43-year-old man cooking for himself with his grown-ass 45-year-old best friend, giving him the tips. Oh, so you're not going to measure that butter, are you? I'm gonna put these on. I didn't need these.
Huh?
I didn't, but hey, it's good to know. The other night when I was cooking, I had a lot of chopping to do on parsley. Mike completely he's watching me do the whole thing and then completely forgets until the next thing. Go, hey, I've got shears that will do what you were doing yesterday. So, if you guys have any questions, we are just on the countdown. We're gonna look at the pork here in a second. So I'm gonna pull the pork out. I think I'm gonna leave the sweet potatoes and the green beans in there just for a little bit longer. Sweet potatoes just look like they're getting kind of soft, but I think they can hold like another 3 minutes. Right?
Test them when you pull the pork.
Okay. And then I don't have a sharp knife. My knife is not sharp. So this is going to be fun. Right? Hey, those gloves you have in there, are they for grabbing meat?
Not really. They're more for protecting yourself with knife and grating and stuff.
Can you grab meat with them?
Can.
All right. I'm going to wear one of those if you don't mind. And then I'll wash it. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Greg says that's a fine-looking pepper grinder.
Yeah, she got that with me, man.
And what flag is that in the back where...
What's up?
She's asking what flag is that in the back, and where does it rank in the best flags in the
She's talking about
nation?
this.
Oh.
She's talking about her Merlin flag that she missed the whole... we addressed that earlier.
We
Can't
talked
help
all
if you get
about
halfway
that.
through a show. That we
You
can't go
come in
back.
halfway
Yeah.
and ask what happened in the opening credits.
We can't come back. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. But I don't care if she does have VIP access. Every time I open this oven, my eyeballs. So, let's
Almost
move that
done.
plastic piece. It's gonna sit for 3 minutes? Look at that. Wow, look at that, man. Let's go ahead and let's zoom down in there. So we're gonna zoom down. Tell me, so I just hit zoom. Tell me when it actually is zoomed on the live, okay?
You're just now reaching in to pull out the...
Oh, really? So I'm about 30 seconds behind.
You almost set it down on the plastic.
We love HelloFresh. What's up, Stephanie? Thanks for joining. How long have we been rolling here? And it's been fun. It's been really fun. We're gonna let these sit for 3 minutes. Next, we're gonna be pulling out the pork, or no, I'm sorry, the green beans and sweet potatoes. We're gonna cut these up. We're gonna put, and then I'm gonna plate these for you so you can see exactly what it looks like. Let's move it back out. Now it just moved in. What's up? Well, I don't know what you're showing me.
I was showing you the video of it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good.
Nice close up.
Yeah. Let this sit. Uh-oh. Stir this honey glaze up. And here's the other thing, guys. When you see this picture on Instagram or Facebook, you're going to see how it actually made this. So I think today's going to turn out really well. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm going to let those sit another 2 minutes. What do you think? I'm going to go ahead and cut these up, Mike. We'll see how these look. They've been sitting for a minute. Now with the pork, I know with the steak you kind of cut it at an angle. I wonder if pork you just go straight down, right? I assume so. So, oh, look at that. So I'm gonna move this in. Oh, I got it. It's all right. There we go. I'm trying not to wince in pain, but the pork is absolutely hot.
Grab your towel.
Well, by the time I grab it, then I make a mess. I'm gonna let that sit for a second.
That one, you see how much juice is right there?
Yeah.
Cut it a little early.
I cut it too early.
Letting the other one sit would be a good idea.
It's like having Google sit next to me. I'm saying I'm not trying to be an asshole. This is cool. Anybody get any comments of anything else in the background? Because I didn't really check to see if there wasn't anything inappropriate back here. Usually it's not. I mean, this is the counter of love. Everything it means something in my life is up there. Megan's up there with who we're gonna her foreign exchange student from high school. We're gonna go to her wedding in Rome. Your brother's up there. Noodles is up there. It's really funny that I say everything that I love is up there, and there's not one picture
of me.
Not one picture of Mike. So, yeah. So next time you would suggest me go ahead and leave these sit for just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right. But I think it's got that slight kind of pink tinge to it. It's got a slight pink tinge to it, so it's, oh man, it looks beautiful. I think it's perfect. I hope it is. If not, I'll be spending the KU game on the can. Which would be awesome. So, we're wrapping up. We're getting ready to plate these dishes here. I'm going to go ahead and get the sweet potatoes and the green beans out. And we're going to start plating up. So, this one thing I like to make sure I do, turn the oven off so it doesn't sit all
I have a
night.
big problem with that. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So here is the sweet potatoes. Let's do that. Come on. There we go. There's the sweet potatoes and the green beans. Taking a look at that. And then let's go ahead and set up the plating. I'm gonna go this way with it. All right. So we'll start with the sweet potatoes and the green beans. Use the, oh, these are great. Like I said, I divide these into 2 different meals. This made a decent amount of sweet potatoes for, you know, with that little baby sweet potato.
Yeah.
You guys didn't watch earlier. You got to go back and just watch the first part of this video. All right, so we got that. Green beans turned out really well. As a guy who does not eat green beans or does not like green beans, what I found out is I don't like canned green beans. Hate them.
And once you've had fresh green beans, you will
Yeah,
like them even more.
I'm great. I love them. Oh, you hate them even more?
You'll hate canned green beans.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should have pulled the stems off. I think we're supposed to do that. Or I'm supposed to do that. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and plate the pork. So, how does that look?
Because we fancy.
All right, it's all about presentation, my friend. Didn't you teach me that? So, there's that. All right, so how are we looking? So far, so good. I'm going to go ahead and back out here and do the glaze. Let's get this thing prepped, ready to go. Let's do the glaze now. So this was reduced chicken stock, demi-glaze, chicken demi-glaze, honey, fresh garlic, thyme, right? And some water and olive oil. So we're going to go ahead and it looks delicious, my friend. Let me zoom back in there. Zoom it back in. Oh, that's good. This is your final. What do you think? Voila?
Voila.
Pretty good. It's not as fancy looking as the picture, but it's pretty dang close. Anyway, that's been HelloFresh. We just made, I keep saying we, like you did something, which that corrects me. Honey-Glazed, that's a Hall of Fame recipe too. Hall of Fame honey-glazed pork tenderloin with sweet potatoes and green beans. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, watching this thing. It was, it's fun. I like doing this. Maybe, there's probably other schmucks out there doing this on YouTube quite a bit, or on Facebook. I'm just glad to be a part of those schmucks. Right now I'm just going to throw the other meal. And yeah, for me never cooking green beans, I don't really have to snap the ends off. Is that true?
That's the only pain in the ass of buying fresh green beans.
Oh. Let's put the pork in there. Let's get the rest of the demi-glaze. This is like just jam it all in there kind of, because it's just going in the fridge. But anyway, you guys have any questions? Here's the other thing, if you guys want to try.
Greg says, nice job, Joey.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg. If you guys want to try HelloFresh I can get you, I think I have like 3 left, free boxes. I had 8 or 9. I think I've given 5 away. Here's free. I mean, why not? I did the same thing with Blue Apron. Tried it out. The most important part about this whole thing is I'm going to eat, well, take the pictures, eat, and I got to clean all this stuff up. So, thanks guys. This was fun.